From Sid Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota, good evening, everyone. I'm Jed Thomas alongside Fargo Shanley soccer standout Miguel Hansen as we get set for North Dakota High School girls soccer action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the Sheyenne High School Mustangs. Well, folks, we got a fantastic game in store for you here between really two polar opposite teams. You know, on one side, we got Sheyenne in their first full season of varsity action. They're at 1-1-1. On the other side, the Shanley Deacons, who are trying to make it to their 11th straight trip to state. They're 2-1. Miguel, tell us, what should we expect in this game?
You know, Jed, it'll be an interesting game considering Cheyenne's a young team and we got a lot of veterans on Shanley, and I think it'll be similar to the game that Shanley played on Tuesday against West Fargo because they're both similar teams.
Yeah, it's a really good point what you say about the age differential here. On that Cheyenne squad, there are 2 seniors and 1 junior on the entire varsity roster. But, you know, they're really sending a message. They're not some young team that, you know, people should just roll over. Cheyenne has come to play. They've got a victory over West Fargo. They got a tie against West Fargo, that victory coming against Red River. But, you know, the point is, Cheyenne's looking to make a statement here, Miguel. They want to prove to the rest of the state that they can play with the big boys, and they're hungry for it.
You know, I totally agree.
Well, we are getting close to game time here right now. They're just going through some starting lineups and taking a look at some of the key players to watch. I think for sure we can't ignore the play of Madison Erlob, the forward for West Fargo. She's really an offensive dynamo.
She's also a captain, I believe.
Yeah, and you know, she is only a sophomore, so that's a pretty impressive feat for Erlob. Also, look to Brooke Boyer, only a freshman, but she is really a dynamic forward, really loves to put the ball in the back of the net. On the Shanley side of things, no question, you got to look to Brooklyn Dew. She has been dynamic. Use that word a lot here, but it's really true. She's been fantastic for Shanley this season. You know, some elite speed really helps create opportunities for the Deacons.
Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your own Shanley Deacons. Oh, and your keeper for the Deacons, not last or least, Megan Miranda. Today's officials have been registered by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and have been selected for their demonstrated ability. Today's officials are ARs Allen Repack and Theo Diaz, and your center rep for tonight's match, Max Bonfident. We ask for your continued support in assisting our game officials in administering the rules of the game.
All right, folks, both teams breaking from their respective huddles now, looking to get things underway here at Sid Sitch. And we are underway as Sheyenne is going to send that one back into their own zone. Played up now. Mustangs trying to get past the Deacons here, who are coming at them early. Mustangs switching field now here. That one played up to Kula. Kula trying to weave her way through that Deacon defense. Couldn't really, though. Had to give that one away to Olean, who sends it back into her own defense. Ball picked up now by Andrade. Or actually, it appears Nicole Harford is getting the starting goal, the freshman, starting over the junior Andrade. Well, Harford, you know, has played well for these Mustangs. They're really confident in what she can do, and despite being a freshman, got to be excited about her. 4 more years of play should be great for Cheyenne. Jacobson now sends that one over to Kelsch. Kelsch with pressure on her. Good job getting away from it. Kelsch looking for Manuel there. That one goes just past her. Manson throws it in now. Ball comes back to Manson. Dakara. Cheyenne still can't get through the Shanley midfield. Kula does a nice job trying to work it through Dew, but then Kelsch is there to take it away. Kelsch gives over to Jacobson. Played back to Kelsch. That one intended for Kramer. Goes way past her. Leaseth there to grab it for the Mustangs. Leaseth throws up. That one intended for Allard. Couldn't get a clean look at it, though. Dew goes down now. Mustangs regain possession. Dew, however, there to take it away once again for Shanley. Now the Deacons looking to set something up. Dew with pressure on her, trying to thread the needle to Huber. Through pass wouldn't go, though. Bath, however, there to take it away for the Deacons. Heads up play there by Claire Bath. Huber over to Manuel. That one goes out of bounds. This one's sent downfield, however, it goes straight to Huber. Now Heinrich takes it. Heinrich up to Dew. Dew with a nice move, looking for Huber. Couldn't get it there, however. Mustangs now collect and try to bring it out of their zone. Kelsch, however, right there to take that one away from Allard. Allard and Kelsch in a brawl to get the ball. Finally comes away to Daniels. Daniels gets that one over to Dakara. Dakara back to Daniels. Mustangs getting their first good look of the game, but Hansen is there to take it away. Cheyenne resetting now. Kula has that one taken away, however, by Kramer, who got over to Jacobson. Jacobson now trying to power pass Kula. Can't get it quite by her, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay Deacon ball. Throw in now to Kula. And that one played right off the feet of Sarah Jacobson. Thrown in the direction of Allard. She can't corral it. Dew sends that one downfield to Huber. Ball sent back to the Mustang defense. Deacons regain possession. Heinrich over to Jacobson. To Kramer. Kramer looking for Jacobson. Leaseth breaks that one up. Ball tossed into Kramer. Goes just past her, though. Mustangs get out of their zone. Kelsch has it now. Kelsch looking for Heinrich. Went past her. Dew tried to get it. She could not. Kelsch, however, gets it once again for the Deacons and sends it to Jacobson. Jacobson plays it back to Emily Heinrich. Deacons retreat. Switching field here now. Day sends it up to Dew. Dew over to Heinrich. Wild ball corralled by Heinrich, but then a fight for the ball between Kelsch and Daniels. Kelsch comes away with it. That ball intended for Jacobson, broken up there by Leaseth. Day has it now for Shanley, the rock-solid defender, but just like that, Dakara takes it away. Mustangs now trying to make something happen, but Dakara, just kind of a fluky pass there, didn't get it off cleanly, and she was clearly disappointed in that one. Jacobson now up to Kramer. Over to Heinrich. Heinrich over to Manuel, the 8th grader. Sends it over to Dew now. Play back to Natalie Heinrich. She sends it to Kelsch. Kelsch gets that one up just past Kramer and Jacobson. Good look there for the Deacons, but the pass goes just out of reach.
It's a good idea by Kelsch, looking for Sarah for the through ball.
Unfortunately for the Deacons, that one doesn't pan out. Now the Mustangs look to mount an offensive rush of their own. That ball sent downfield. Jacobson, though, there to grab it. Jacobson going to try to work it past Kula. Kula and Leaseth have been all over Jacobson. She's had a devil of a time getting that ball away today. And just like that, that Mustang defense makes another nice play. However, just like that, Natalie Heinrich with a great play for the Deacons to regain possession. Kelsch now looking for Manuel. That pass didn't have enough on it. Madsen got that one up. Cheyenne, though, retreats, trying to get a clean look through the Deacon defense. Ball snatched away by Huber, who gives to Kramer. Kramer trying to get that one through. She got it through the legs of Jaden Leaseth, but then couldn't get back to it. Ball sent up into midfield. Day plays it over to Dew. Dew looking for Kramer. Miscommunication there. They were not on the same page. However, Kelsch is there to intercept the pass from the Mustangs. Sends over to Jacobson with a nice move. However, she can't get that one past the defense. It was Albright there to take it away. Jacobson tossing it into Heinrich. Natalie Heinrich up to Kramer. Now over to Jacobson. Neither team has had a really good look here. The Deacons have had it in the Mustang zone for most of the game, but they just can't really get any clean looks at the net.
Seems like the Mustangs are having trouble keeping possession as well.
Mustangs now just trying to get some pressure in on that Deacon zone. Still struggling here as Allard has to play that one back to Leaseth. Leaseth to Albright. Over to Harford in an attempt to switch field. Mustangs cannot. It's Huber applying the pressure. Huber gets hit hard. Bit of a hip check there from Harford. Jaden Leaseth going to toss it in now. Gets it to Daniels, who plays it back to Manson. Now over to Dakara. Manson with a nice play through the legs of Day. Does she have the speed to get there? She does, but then it's Hansen who takes it away for the Deacons. Great play by Marcella Hansen. Day going to take it for Shanley now. Give it up to Dew. Deacons going to try to slow things down, but that pass intercepted by Kula. Dew once again there for Shanley. Dew has Daniels all over her. Gets it out of trouble to Kelsch, but that one is intercepted by the Mustangs. A little bit of momentum now for West Fargo. Having trouble, though, getting it into the zone. Megan Miranda has not had much pressure on her in goal. Long pass into the Deacon zone, looking for Daniels, who had some sneaky closing speed there. Almost got it away from Megan Miranda. Miranda, big kick downfield. Leaseth sends it up for the Mustangs. Kelsch with good play in transition. Kelsch looking for Dew. Dakara was there. Dew still does a good job of getting to it. Ball played back to Dakar, though, on the Mustang takeaway. Kula has it, sending it upfield, but that one is way out of reach of Allard. Cheyenne still searching for some good looks here.
Number 17, Kylie Conwisher, and number 19, Claire Bath.
Conwisher and Bath check in now in place of Manuel and Heinrich. Ball thrown in. Dew going to play it for the Deacons. Kelsch with it now. Over to Bath. Bath looking for Conwisher. That one had too much on it. It's going to roll out of bounds.
That was a nice idea by Bath, looking for the outsides to penetrate their defense.
Not the first time we've seen that today. Shanley's had a couple looks like that where the passes just had a little too much on it. Ball thrown in now. Mustangs got to be careful deep in their own territory. Kramer trying to wrestle that one away from Manson. Host of Mustangs on her. Somehow gets it away. Huber now plays it out in front of the net. Kelch trying to make the play for the Deacons. Dakara and Kula team up to take that one away, though. Daniels all alone. Good job getting it over to her teammate, but that one rolls out of bounds past Allard. Allard almost caught up to it, but in the end just couldn't quite get there.
I feel like this game, Jed, is going to be filled with a lot of physical play.
That's usually how it goes, Miguel, in these really tight defensive battles. Not too uncommon to see some chippy physical play there. Got to win those battles in these type of games. One goal can really be the difference. Heinrich and Kula, 5-5, going at it, trying to get that ball. Rolls out of bounds off a Deacon. Throw in now, looking for Daniels. Broken up. Leeseth and Kramer fighting for it. Kramer comes away with it. Mustangs, though, take away the loose ball. Harford plays that one over to Leeseth. That one mishandled by Day, and now an opportunity maybe. Manson sending it back to Dakara. Dakara looking for someone, but just sent it right to Day, who makes the nice play there. Ball goes out of bounds, and it went off Dakara. Mustangs getting a few more sustained looks here. Dakar, good job taking it away. Cheyenne really taking advantage of their opportunities. Kelch with a nifty little pass over to Jacobson. Jacobson with a great pass to Kramer. Leeseth tried to make the play, almost doing the splits there. In the end, Albright will send that one out of play. Jacobson going to look to throw this one in now. Tossed into Kramer. Kramer fighting for it, trying to come away with it. Physical play there in the corner. Kramer sending it towards the net. Huber was there, but a good breakup by Jaden Leeseth. Jacobson, great move there, but then Albright takes it away for the Mustangs. Fantastic move by Jacobson. Good job, though, by that Mustang defense to recover. Duke couldn't get to the ball in time, and now Cheyenne going to break it out of their zone. Good play past the midfielder. On the run with it is Allard, it appears. It is indeed Allard who sends it up to Daniels. Daniels working on Hansen.
Looks like Daniels was offsides there.
Tough break for the Mustangs as they really had something going there.
They got some intensity off that play.
Well, hopefully they can build off that momentum, get a little more confidence playing in the offensive zone. Hansen sends it into midfield, headed back in, though. Hansen just going to play it over to Day. Day trying to get it past Manson. Manson, though, there to take it away. Daniels gets to it, sends it over to Kula. Kula trying to get that one to Allard, but Sarah Jacobson takes it away. Kelch sends it up to Dew now. Deacons looking to get some pressure of their own. Dew couldn't thread the needle, though, up to Kramer. Kelch catches up to it for the Deacons. Sends it over to Huber. Huber now over to Conwisher. Conwisher sends that one towards net. Ball easily corralled by Harford. Harford with a pass there, unexpected by her teammates. Harford had to duck to get out of the way. That ball goes out of bounds now on a bit of a fluky play.
Number 4, Haley Rindall. And number 9, Savannah Carlson.
Rindall and Carlson check in now for the Mustangs as Manson and Dakara go off. Natalie Heinrich checks back in now for the Deacons, taking the place of Tabby Kelch. Ball tossed in now. Deacons, though, there to play it. Heinrich couldn't get that one. Past Rindahl. Opportunity for the Deacons. Huber looking to get it on goal. Knocked away by the Mustang defense. Heinrich, though, with it. Over to Dew. Unexpected shot. That one almost got past Harford. Jacobson there trying to keep it in play for the Deacons. Giving over to Dew with a high ball just left of the net. And a great look for the Deacons there on that play. Dew almost had a goal there as Harford didn't quite have a handle on that ball. Leaseth sends that one downfield now as the Mustangs look to recover after some tough breaks there early. Fighting for the ball now, Jacobson and Allard. Jacobson will win the fight. Heinrich going to toss it in for the Deacons now. Over the head of Jacobson. Leaseth trying to get it past Jacobson and Kramer. They're all over, though. Leaseth looking for Boyer. Bath heads that one away. Jacobson has it. Gets it past Kula up to Kramer. Kramer over to Heinrich. Passed over to Dew. Dew sends that one downfield. Jacobson in a foot race for it with Leaseth, but it's going to roll out of bounds before she can catch up to it.
That was a nice through ball by Dew. Wow.
Very true. Did a good job of getting that one downfield past a couple Mustang defenders. 22 minutes left to play in the first half. No score yet. Very tight one. Albright winds up, sends it downfield. Jacobson there to grab it for the Deacons. Great defensive play by Leaseth, and then a fantastic opportunity for the Deacons. Goes just past the foot of Hadley Huber. Huber, another one of the 8th graders for these Deacons, logging a huge minutes in this first half.
She's had a very big impact on that Deacon offense, I believe.
Mustangs trying to catch their breath now after a few good opportunities for the Deacons. Tabby Kelsch checks back in for the Deacons as Huber goes off. Ball sent downfield, looking for Carlson. Conwisher takes away, gives up to Dew. Deacons with an opportunity. Dew plays back over to Conwisher, put in front of the net towards Kramer. Jacobson with a nice kick. Kramer, and it's in for the Deacon goal.
That was a beautiful cross by Kylie Conwisher.
A perfect display of passing. Kramer with an awkward shot. Harford just couldn't catch it.
It's good for the Deacons to get one in early.
It really is. They had a couple good opportunities, and they just weren't getting anything from them. Finally, they put the ball in the back of the net. Huge confidence booster.
Let's see if Cheyenne can get one in the back of the net now.
You know, that was a fantastic display of passing. Conwisher, Dew, Kramer, Jacobson, everybody got involved on that play. Mustangs look to recover now. Ball sent back to Carlson. Carlson just gets that one through the legs of Andrea Kramer. Tenold. That ball being kept away by the Deacons.
Some physical play right there.
It is indeed as Olean goes down. Albright going to send this one downfield. No one there for the Mustangs, though. Kelsch heads that one forward. Gets a little bit past her. Olean and Kelsch collision at midfield. Kramer looking for Conwisher. Kept away by Leaseth. Rindahl can't get that one past Natalie Heinrich. Ball kept in play by Conwisher. Sent over to Dew. Dew circles around. Sends it over to Jacobson. Jacobson looking for Kramer. Leaseth with the heads-up play. Jacobson, though, catches back up to the play. Takes it away from Allard. Up and down play here by Sarah Jacobson. Gets it away from Boyer. Back to Kelsch. That one, though, from Kelsch is just past Heinrich. It's going to cost him as Rindahl has it now. Kelsch, though, recovers there. Bath trying to break that one up. Good job getting it to her teammates. Kramer plays it up to Dew. Dew trying to weave through the defense. Harford cuts off the angle, though. Conwisher going to try to keep the pressure on here. Carlson comes racing in, forces Conwisher to put it on net. Nothing amounts from it. Ball, however, slips past Rindahl. Heinrich going to try to keep this pressure up for the Deacons here. Gives it to Conwisher, who didn't have enough on it to get it to Dew. Thankfully, Dew catches back up. Pass from Kelsch, though, intercepted by Allard. Kelsch, however, intercepts one of her own. Looking to get it away from Tenold. Jacobson. Allard sends it back to her defense. Tenold with it for the Mustangs. Played back to Leaseth, who sends that one up towards Carlson. Deacons recover that pass, though, just past Dew. Ball sent upfield, Mustangs trying to get this one into the Deacon zone. Ball played up to Boyer. Boyer looking for the through ball to Rindahl. However, it's kept in play. Allard over to Boyer. Boyer, though, just sends that one out of bounds. Didn't really have anywhere to go with it. Deacon defense was closing in on her.
Yeah, the Deacon defense does do a really good job on putting pressure on the ball.
Hansen sends that one downfield. Boyer got a piece of it. However, the Deacons going to come away with it.
Looks like it just bounces off a lot of people there.
No kidding. No one could really corral that one. Leaseth, good job of getting that one away from Jacobson. Emily Heinrich catches up to it, though. Kramer fighting for it. Gets it away from Leaseth. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson looking for Dew. Mustang defense, however, swarms to the ball. Jacobson gets it up to Dew. Over to Kramer. To Bath. Bath sends that one upfield. Jacobson going to try to catch it before it goes out of bounds. Good job, though, by Leaseth to get in her way.
Again, the Deacons put a little bit too much mustard on that.
They've had a lot of those today.
On the pitch for your Mustangs, number 30, Shelby Weber.
Shelby Weber checks in for the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to get out of the zone. Natalie Heinrich trying to take it away. Mustangs hang on to it. This time it's Emily Heinrich playing it over to her sister. And Natalie Heinrich comes away with it, sends over to Dew. Dew, however, has two Cheyenne Mustangs right on her. Deacons have had to play keep away here.
They've been doing a very good job of possession lately, though, which has gotten them great opportunities on goal.
Well, it's moves like that from Conwisher that generate opportunities. A great pass to Kramer. However, just too many Cheyenne defenders there. Deacons, though, going to keep the pressure on. Jacobson with it, trying to get past Leaseth. Albright also comes flying in. Jacobson going to try to catch the ball. She will not. Ball thrown in play to Weber. Weber was a great move to get it past Bath. However, it went out of bounds. Heinrich tossing it in, trying to get it to Kramer. Cheyenne defense catches up quick. Boyer and Heinrich fight for it. Heinrich, good job getting it away. Rolls out of bounds. 15 minutes left in the first here. Deacons maintain a 1-0 lead. Leaseth to Olean, back to Leaseth. Played back up to Olean. Bath takes away for the Deacons. Right there is number 19 in blue, Leaseth. Ball sent out of bounds. Now both teams struggling to keep this ball in play on that far sideline. Ball tossed in. Bath sends it back to Heinrich. Over to Hansen. To Day. Day up to Conwisher. Over to Heinrich. To Kelsch. Kelsch, no one there for that one. Great job getting back to the ball, though. Plays that one over in the direction of Heinrich, who threads the needle to Do. Do now looking for Conwisher. Conwisher trying to work that one past Jaden Leaseth. Leaseth, however, proving too fast on that play. Be Deacon ball now. Conwisher throwing it in to Kramer. That one played back to Conwisher. Conwisher sending it towards the net. Goes out of bounds. Albright will take it. Maggie Manson checks back in for the Mustangs with 13:35 left in the first. Albright trying to get that one to Carlson. Heinrich there originally, but then Carlson catches back up to it. Carlson sends that one up to Rindahl. Rindahl with a great look. Day, however, with even better defense. Rindahl trying to catch back up, and then it's sent out of bounds.
Nice job by Day hustling him back to cover.
Sam Day really saved what could have been a disaster for the Deacons as Rindahl had a great look there. Mustangs still going to have it in the zone now. Ball tossed in. And that one almost out of bounds, kept in by the Deacons. Sheyenne still trying to set something up. Still haven't had that sustained pressure they've been looking for. And that's what the Deacons will do to you.
Again, another call on physical play.
Well, we said it would be a factor in this one, and it's just what you get in these tight games. Albright with it for West Fargo. Sends it downfield towards the goal. No one really there, though, for Sheyenne. Leaseth lets that one slip past her. Gonna have to try to get it away from Kramer. She goes down hard. Ball goes out of bounds. Dew gonna try to take advantage of that, but she'll have to wait now.
Number 11, let's hear it for Hadley Hilber.
Hadley Huber gonna check in place of Brooklyn Dew now. Conwisher tosses that one into Kramer, but play is blown dead.
Looks like Conwisher didn't wait for the whistle from the ref right there.
Well, they retry that one. Ball thrown in towards Bath. Scrum for the ball. Deacons come away with it. Kelsch has it. Kelsch making things happen, but an easy grab there for Harford. Harford. Short ball up towards Carlson. Carlson slips there, almost pays for it.
I believe that'll be a Deacon corner kick, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it appeared that...
Oh.
Yeah, it appeared it went off of a Mustang. Originally, it looked like Sheyenne thought it was going to be their ball. But it looks like the right kick there, or right call, rather, as Deacons are going to get the corner kick. It'll be Conwisher to send it in. No one there, though. Good defensive play by the Mustangs. Kelsch, however, there to get it for the Deacons. Ball comes in on net. Harford again has to make the heads-up play there. Nicole Harford sending it downfield. Jacobson there for Shanley. Over to Heinrich. Heinrich, no one there for the Deacons. Sent up past Rindahl. Ball goes out of bounds. Day tosses it in. Liseth up to Carlson. Carlson and Heinrich fight for it. Eventually it gets up. Boyer in a foot race with Kelsch. Kelsch, good job getting the Deacons out of trouble. Hansen has it now. Sending it up to Conwisher. Conwisher over to Huber. Huber couldn't corral it though. Ball goes out of bounds off Liseth. Conwisher tossing it towards Kramer. Kramer back to Conwisher. Liseth catches up to it and sends it out of bounds. Conwisher tossing that one over to Heinrich. Heinrich goes down hard. Kramer couldn't catch up to it. Ball goes along the sideline. Good job keeping it in play by Rindahl. Rindahl now trying to get that one up to Boyer. She could not. Carlson going to try it. Could not get that one to Tenold. Jacobson over to Heinrich. Heinrich. Carlson there to take it away for Sheyenne. Heinrich just could not get it past her. Opportunity now for the Mustangs. Boyer with some fancy moves. Boyer up to Tenold. Tenold trying to get it to someone. Marcella Hansen, though, there to collapse on that play and shut things down for the Deacons.
That was some dangerous play by the Mustangs right there.
Mustangs now going to try to duplicate the opportunity they had going there. Liseth trying to get that one to another Mustang. Heinrich was originally there. Tenold grabs it. Neither team could really sell that one down. Now Sheyenne still trying to reset. Ball played up to Boyer. Boyer had Kelsch catch up to her. Now the Deacons going to try to get this one out. They cannot. Finally, it looks like Conwisher is going to get a handle on it. Conwisher trying to get that one up to Kramer. She does. Great through ball. Kramer sending it over to Huber. That one slips just past her. Manson going to let that one roll out of bounds. 7:18 remaining in the first half here.
Substitutes for your Mustangs. Number 5, Brianna Kula. Number 7, Hannah Daniel. And number 16, Rosmina Shakora.
Dakara, Kula, and Daniels all check in now for the Mustangs. Three very offensive-oriented players. Sheyenne clearly trying to tie this one up here before the buzzer sounds to end the first half. Olean looking for Daniels. Kelsch takes it away for the Deacons. Albright back to retrieve. Got to be careful with Huber closing. Olean could not get that one up along the far sideline. Jacobson takes it away. Plays it over to Kramer. Heinrich with it. Can't get that one up to her teammates, though. And now an opportunity. Rindahl carrying for Sheyenne. Trying to work it past Day, but Sam Day, a rock on defense, takes it away. Plays up to Conwisher. Conwisher now looking to get that one up to Kramer. Kramer with some fancy moves, but couldn't get it past Liseth.
You know, Jed, it looks like that they moved Maggie Manson at outside back. I believe it's because she's got some speed on her and she can keep up with Sarah Jacobson.
Well, Sarah Jacobson definitely has speed, and that's probably a smart move there by Sheyenne, as Jacobson has been involved in most of these Deacon chances. Kramer with a great move. Just couldn't catch back up to that one. Albright sends it out of bounds.
Alexis Albright has been a solid center back for the Mustangs. You know, getting those key stops and key saves and helping her outside backs when they're in need.
Definitely, she's really the anchor of this Mustang defense. You'll see right there, she sends it up to Rindahl, who lets that one go out of bounds.
And yet she's only a sophomore, I believe?
Well, we can check right now. Yeah, it does appear Albright is a sophomore, and that's the thing about these Mustangs. They're so young, and so you look at the way they play, and you got to think about 1-2 years down the road how good this team is going to be. Hansen, the defense making some offensive things happen. .430 left in the first. Leaseth sends that one up. Conwisher intercepts for the Deacons. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Mustang balls. That one's thrown in by Rindahl, then played up by Leaseth. Nice move to get out of trouble. Now Olean sends it up to Daniels. Daniels gets that one over to Kula. Kula turning around to reset. Olean looking to play it up to Weber. Jacobson right there for the Deacons. Gives it over to Kramer, who sends it back to Jacobson. Back to Kelsch. Now over to Heinrich. Deacons trying to set something up. Rindahl with the takeaway, but it's Sam Day who intercepts that one. Bath with a nice move there. Catches up to it and plays over to Conwisher. Conwisher trying to get that one over to Huber. Great defense, though, from Jaden Leaseth. Bauer checks in now for the Mustangs. Brooklyn Dew for Shanley, along with Emily Post. Day throwing it in towards Dew. Too many Mustangs there, though. Ball goes out of bounds, however, off West Fargo. Day going to try again over to Dew. This time Dew gets a piece of it, but not enough. Ball sent out of bounds once again by the Mustangs. It's Rindahl. Day going to throw it in for the third time. Third time's a charm. Ball out of bounds, but this time off the Deacons. Ball tossed in. Post there to take it away for Shanley. Working on Dakara. Dew couldn't quite corral it. Conwisher there for the Deacons. Conwisher going to send a long ball in on net. Harford makes the easy grab. Nicole Harford sends that one downfield. Bath catches up, gives it to Kelsch. Kelsch over to Jacobson. Jacobson inside to Dew. Dew back out to Jacobson. Jacobson thought Dew was going to be back there. Miscommunication. Ball has to be played back to Bath, who's getting worked on by Kula. Jacobson catches back up, but now the Mustangs trying to make something happen. Kelsch takes it away, though, for the Deacons, but right there, another Mustang. West Fargo really trying to mount one last rush here in the waning seconds of the first half. Dakara now with it for the Mustangs. Looking for Rindahl. Day with the play, but Rindahl is there for the Mustangs. Rindahl trying to get it past Day. She cannot. And that Deacon defense stands strong. Hansen sends that one downfield and out of bounds with 1 minute remaining in the first half. Leaseth tossing it in. Dakara sends that one way back. Manson has it. Up to Kula. Mustangs trying to build off some of that momentum. Ball thrown up to Bauer. Bauer with speed. Coming in. Putting it on towards goal. Miranda with the easy grab. The Mustangs have gotten their best looks of this whole game in this last minute. Still going to try to do something here. Olean looking for Rindal. Day once again makes the play. And they're going to get called for a little too much contact there.
No shocker there, though.
Very chippy game going on right now. Ball goes out of bounds as time expires in the first half. Well, after one, the Shanley Deacons won. West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs, nothing. Well, you know, it was a really tight game, very physical, very defensive-oriented, and then all of a sudden Shanley finally got one of those offensive rushes to pay off, and they were up on the board. But, you know, towards the end of this first half, Cheyenne got their best looks of the entire game, and they're going to look to build on that momentum come time for the second half.
You know, I think with Cheyenne being such a young team, they have a lot of jitters going on in this game, considering they're playing Shanley, a tough team to beat. I think once they get over that throughout the year, they'll end up having a great season.
Well, you know, right now their confidence looks to be quite high with those last few plays, so we should have a very exciting second half in store. Don't go anywhere, folks. Great finish coming your way. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to North Dakota High School girls soccer action. We got a 1-0 game going on in favor of the Shanley Deacons, but make no mistake, folks, this is anybody's match. Isn't that right, Miguel?
You're very right, Jed. You know, one goal is definitely something Cheyenne can go back on in the second half.
No question. We've seen some offensive production, especially towards the end of that first half, and they have the confidence, they have the ability. They just have to find a way to break this possession that Shanley's got going on. They have been controlling the ball all game. Team's going to take the field now. As we said, the Deacons have just really been playing keep away basically out there. They're just not letting Sheyenne get really any touches on the ball.
I completely agree. You know, with the dominating of the possession by the Deacons, it has opened up some great chances for them.
Well, we're just about ready to get back underway. You can tell, looking at the players, it is cold out there, a frigid one. And, you know, let's go to the Colby Johnson weather report. Well, folks, Colby's got the hoodie up, so it must be cold out there. That wind is fierce. Our own Gabe Thomas also out there. He's got a hat as well, so that wind really affecting things today. Well, we're underway in the second now. Early pressure here by Sheyenne, trying to take the ball away. It's what you got to do. One intercepted pass can be a goal on the board. Manson sends that one up now. It's Allard with it. That one sent out of reach, however, of Allard. Ball played back. Dakara couldn't get the play on it. Jacobson sends it downfield. Albright keeping it in midfield. Dakara runs into Kelch, trying to keep it in play. Rindahl fighting for it. Heinrich just sends it back to Day, who sends it over to Emily Heinrich, switching the field there. Heinrich has that one denied by Dakara. She's going to try again. Weaves through. This time she gets it past. Dew looking for Kramer. No good. Kramer, however, grabs it and sends it back to Dew. Dew now sending it over to Conwisher. Conwisher looking for Dew, just past her. Kramer gives back to Bath, pops one up, grabbed by Harford. Well, aggressive play out of both these teams early. Just a minute and a half into the second half now. Ball rolls out of bounds. Day will toss it in. Day throws that one in, just out of reach of Conwisher. Mustangs going to get a throw. Fighting for the ball. Daniels couldn't come away with it. Dakara, though, sends it up to Daniels. Mustangs got to take advantage of this. Deacons closing in quick. Ball through the legs of a Deacon defender.
She looks like she's offsides there.
And I believe you're right, Miguel. Looks like she knew it, too, as she backed off that ball. Tough break there for the Mustangs, as they had a great thing going. Hansen sends it upfield now. Intercepted by Kula. Kula trying to get that one to Daniels. Hansen sends that one out of bounds and out of play. Ball thrown in now. Looking for Rindahl. That one sent out of bounds by Sam Day. Ball thrown in now. Looking for Kula. It's knocked away by Heinrich. To Conwisher, who sends up to Dew. Dew threads the needle to Kramer. Kramer gives it to Bath, trying to get it back up. It's a foot race between Jacobson and Allard. Physical play there. Looks like Allard going to come away with it. Great job keeping it in play, too. But just like that, Sarah Jacobson takes it away. Gives it to Bath, who plays it over to Jacobson and just out of play. Can see the smile on Jacobson's face as she knew that one was just out of reach. That one off Kelch and past Heinrich. Heinrich gonna have to catch it. Keeps it in play. And then that one goes out of bounds. Takara throwing it in. Over to Kula. Kula works it past Natalie Heinrich. Jacobson, though, there to take it away. Kula all over Jacobson. Aggressive play from Kula, the senior. Sends it back to Takara. That one intercepted by Kelch. Takara trips Kelch up. Going to be Deacon ball here now, as it looks like she got a little too much of Kelch. Hansen sends that one down. Intercepted by Olean and out of play. Heinrich throwing it in now. Throws to Bath. Bath got to do something with it. Gives to Kelch. Kelch going to play it back to her defender. Hansen going to have to catch up to that one. Hansen goes down.
That was a dangerous pass by Kelch with someone right on Hansen's back.
Well, we'll be Deacon ball here now. But very true, risky play there for Shanley. Good sign for Cheyenne, though. They're firing on all cylinders.
Looks like they got a new kind of intensity in the second half.
Well, you know, maybe just building off that great first half, end of the first half they had, really got to give you some confidence. Almost a great opportunity for Daniels there, but Hansen does a good job of keeping it away from her. Played up to Dew now. Dew with a great play to get it upfield. Manson, however, sends it away, but Bath keeps it in play. Conwisher trying to catch it for the Deacons. That ball going to roll out of bounds. See who it's off of.
I think it was off the Cheyenne defender. It looks like it'll be a Shanley corner kick.
Big opportunity for Shanley here, as I believe you're right. Yeah, look to go off Leeseth. Dew trying to weave that one in to her attackers on goal. Won't go. Leeseth playing it up the far sideline. That one rolls out of bounds. Day tosses that one in the direction of Dew. Ball pops up. See who comes away with it. It's Cheyenne. Opportunity now. They're going to get a rush going. Daniels with it. Weaves past the defender. Daniels with a huge opportunity for the Mustangs. Great move, bringing it in. Day takes it away, but the kick just wide of the net. What an opportunity for the Mustangs. Woo! Shanley got to be breathing a sigh of relief.
That was some fancy footwork by that freshman, Tiana Daniels.
Well, we said Tiana Daniels was an offensive threat, and that was more than accurate, as she has been fantastic for Cheyenne.
Some great defense by Sam Day.
Yeah, Day really made the play, but then there was an opportunity there for Allard to get one in, and that one sailed just wide.
If Cheyenne keeps pressuring that, you know, they could get one in the back of the net eventually.
Well, they are just all over the field right now, playing with a lot of heart and a lot of energy. Manson with a good play past Jacobson. Now Manson going to give it up to Daniels. Daniels back to Manson. Hansen closing in. Daniels almost weaved that one through, but Marcella Hansen makes one heck of a play.
That was a beautiful give and go on the outside.
Really was. Great job by the senior defender there to catch up to it. Must run in the family, eh, Miguel?
Oh, I thank you, Jed.
All right, now, corner kick for Cheyenne. This is huge for them. It'll be Dakara. Dakara sending it on net. No one there. Dew takes it away. Manson, though, there for Cheyenne. Going to try to keep the pressure on. That kick, though, doesn't come off her foot right and goes out of bounds. Deacons get a break there. A lot of pressure on them right now. Cheyenne playing fantastic soccer.
Looks like Cheyenne just gave Deacons a little scare right there.
Could say that again. Hansen sends it downfield. That one goes out of bounds off the Mustangs. Finally, Shanley going to get things out of their zone. Heinrich throwing to Jacobson. Jacobson back to Heinrich. Played up toward Kramer. Albright keeps it in, though. Nice little move over to Allard. Allard, though, with Jacobson on her. Kelsch sends that one to Kramer. Manson trying to take it away. She cannot. Bath sends it down. Harford, good job grabbing that one away. Harford couldn't get past Natalie Heinrich, though. Do with it now. Got Kramer streaking downfield. Ball taken away by Olean. Olean plays that one up to her attacker. Day makes the play. Rindahl can't catch up to this one. Ball goes to Dew. Dew sends that one down. Manson corrals it. Sends it back to Albright. Nice pass there over to Kula. Kula weaves it through to Olean. Jacobson, though, sends it down. Manson going to try to get out of trouble. She has Allard there. Allard now coming forward. Watch out. She's got Jacobson behind her. Sends that one up to Dakara. Good move from Dakara, but once again, guess who? Marcella Hansen takes it away for Shanley. Things intensifying here with just over 30 minutes left.
The game sure has picked up in the second half.
No question, Miguel. Things are really, really tight now, but not in the same way as the first. It is offensive opportunities going back and forth for these teams. However, the Deacons really not getting nearly as many looks as they did in the first half. Ball goes out of bounds off the Mustangs. That's a mistake they want back. Heinrich throwing it in now for the Deacons. Heinrich tosses that one to Kelsch. Kelsch to Hansen. Back up towards Kelsch. But Takara keeps it in. Hansen going to have to retrieve for the Deacons. That one goes out of bounds. They'll say it went off Hansen. Deacons not happy with that call. Allard going to throw this one in. Waiting for the substitution. Brooke Boyer checks in for the Mustangs. Dakara sends that one towards Boyer. Ball slips past Conwisher. Boyer, however, out-muscled by Conwisher on the far side. Mustangs going to throw this one in. That one off the head of Sam Day, then played up by Marcella Hansen. Kula with it. Kula coming in. That one off the foot of Day and out of bounds.
Looks like it'll be a Mustang corner kick.
Another huge opportunity for the Mustangs. This time they have to capitalize. We've seen a corner kick each for both these teams, and both times play just kind of fizzled out.
Let's see if Cheyenne can get one in the back of the net right here and make it a tie game, 1-1.
Will be Dakara, I believe. Dakara sends that one in towards the net once again. Deacons cut it off. Kelsch, great moves. However, that one rolls out of bounds. You know, not a lot of air on that kick from Dakara. Just kind of rolled straight to Kelsch.
Sometimes those can be the most dangerous balls, you know, if they just rocket it right through the middle, it goes right past the defenders, and if someone just deflects it, it can go right in the back of the net.
Very true. Dakara with a kick. That one sails just wide. Ho, ho, ho. Things really heating up. It's a fun game out there, Miguel.
Yeah, I wish I could be out there playing right now, Jed.
Hansen to clear for the Deacons. Kramer and Dakara fight for it. Jacobson comes away with it for the Deacons. Manson, though, there for Cheyenne. She has nice moves, but that time cut off by Jacobson and sent up to Dew. Dew couldn't corral it, has to retreat. Now looking for Jacobson off the foot of Albright. Allard keeps it in, gets it just past Dew. Dakara trying to get it up to Allard. Dew takes it away. Olean looking for Kula, no good. Boyer over to Kula. Kula looking for Boyer. Kramer now with it for the Deacons. Gives back to Day. To Kramer, just past Dew. Leaseth trying to grab that one. Day plays it up to Conwisher and then sent out of bounds by Brooke Boyer. Day throwing it in, and it goes out of bounds. Tight play along the far side. Neither team can really get the ball freed up. Dakar and Kelch battling for it. Dew got tied up there fighting for it. They're going to say it went off a Mustang. Or not. Did in fact go off Dew. Ball tossed in by the Mustangs. Daniels in position. Too many Deacons there. Dakar, good job catching up to it. Sending it to Daniels, who's been far and away the best player for the Mustangs in this second half. Dakara fighting for it. She's doing a great job. Too many Deacons there for her, though. Jacobson finally going to get a clear for Shanley. Huber with it. Olean intercepts, sends up to Dakara. Dakara looking for Allard. Allard with it. Playing it up, trying to get it past Hansen. That one deflects into the hands of Megan Miranda. Miranda, that kick past Jacobson. Allard lets it go out of bounds. Manson will throw it in. Manson throws it into Olean. Olean trying to get it past Jacobson. Good physical play there. Manson sends it back to Albright. Albright over to Harford. Harford up to Olean. Good play there from Kula. That one, though, just out of reach from Daniels, and now there is a Mustang down.
It's a solid clear by Hansen. It's like Albright just took one right to the head.
Kula is down for the Mustangs. She got up slow. She comes up limping.
Let's hope she's all right.
Yeah, that would be a big loss for the Mustangs. She's a senior, a captain, and one of their best offensive players. Good to see her coming off under her own power, though.
Let's see if she'll eventually come back onto the pitch later in the game.
Well, that's what you hope if you're Cheyenne. Right now, though, it appears it'll be Faith Tenold taking her spot out there. Waiting for things to get back underway. There we go. Deacons come away with it.
Looks like they just did like a puck drop, just like in hockey.
No kidding. Face-off of sorts at midfield. Offensive pressure. Daniels almost catches up to that one. Allard fighting for it. Now it's Dakara looking for Allard. Hansen with it. Got to get it out of trouble. She does. Gets that one up towards Dew. Dew with a nice move past Harford. Dew. Great pass downfield just over the head of Huber. Nice move there by Leaseth. Through the legs of Kramer to Tenold. Dew takes it away, though. Dew all over Boyer. Physical play. That one rolls out of bounds. No, wait. She kept it in. That one, however, finally does make it out of bounds. This time appears to go off Leaseth. Thrown back in to Kramer. Conwisher, great job keeping it in play. Ball sent down the sideline. Tenold fights for it with Bath. Olean sends it down the far side. Conwisher keeps it in, gives to Day. Kelch with it for the Deacons. Back to Heinrich. Heinrich over to Conwisher. To Bath. Dew catches up to it for the Deacons. She goes down. And it'll be a Deacon ball. A little too much contact there from Sheyenne. 21 minutes remaining in the second half.
This game sure has sped by real quickly.
Yeah, the second half especially. And, you know, that's not good for the Mustangs. Time is their enemy in this second half. Ball played up to Bath. Now to Conwisher. Threads the needle to Dew. Dew back to Conwisher. Puts it on goal. Albright makes the defensive play. That one, though, almost ended up in the back of the net.
That's just what you need to do. Those given goals on the outside can definitely make some great opportunities.
Well, now it'll be Mustang ball here. Be Albright to send it downfield. Albright gives it a boot. Jacobson with the header. Kelsch with another. Ball somehow, though, comes to the Mustangs. Daniels with it. Trying to get it up to Boyer. Day intercepts. Hansen takes it. Ball played back, though. Tenold with it. Kelsch finally going to get it cleared out on the far sideline. Ball being thrown in here now for the Mustangs. Tenold has it. Has Bath on her. Ball played down towards the Deacon end. Day there. That's sent down by the Deacon defense. Huber with it now. Opportunity. Ball sent up. Dew trying to catch up to it. Dew with a good move to get past Liseth. Another great move to get past Hartford. Oh, and a big collision in the Mustang zone. My goodness. It was Dew and Tenold, I believe. Yikes. You do not like to see that.
Knees in the head are the two things you need to watch out for when you're playing.
Ooh, really rough collision there.
Looks like Tenold was holding her head for a second. I hope she's all right.
Dew still down for the Deacons. She's going to pop up, though.
Oh. The ref just gave Dew a yellow card.
Interesting. Looked to be incidental contact. You see Dew give a bit of a shrug there. You know, kind of tough to call when they both come running into each other. Of course, you know, ref just trying to keep this one in check so you understand both sides of it. Well, after that rough play, both these teams looking to recover. Sheyenne going to try to regain their momentum. Shanley had something going there right before that break. They're going to try to build upon that. We've got 19:30 left in the game. Ball played up to Dakara, but Kramer there to take it away. Given to Huber. Huber playing it over to Jacobson. Opportunity. Jacobson trying to get past the defense. No good. Great break up there by Manson. Kelsch right there. Physical play. Kelsch gets thrown to the ground. Whoa. It was Allard who was all over Kelsch there. Well, we said this one was chippy. It'll be Hansen to kick this one. Could be huge for Shanley. Hansen with the kick. Takes a bit of a curve. Hartford bobbles it. That one was close, but Hartford, doesn't really matter how you make the save, just matters that you make it.
Hallie Huber was right there to get the ball just in case it deflected off the keeper's hands.
Well, Mustang's going to breathe a sigh of relief here. Meanwhile, they still need a goal, though. Boyer plays it back to Carlson. Carlson with some speed. However, Conwisher proves to be too much to handle on the outside. Huber has it. Huber trying to work it past this Mustang midfield. She's just going to have to send it down. Ball played out of bounds. Deacons will throw it in. Kramer with it on the far side, looking for Huber. Broken up there. Sent out of bounds. Day will throw it in. Day tosses into Conwisher. Conwisher over to Kramer. Kramer back to Conwisher. Conwisher sending it on goal. Jacobson in prime position, just couldn't corral it. Recovers, though, fighting for it with Allard. Jacobson, great job taking it away, but then that one deflects off a Mustang. Kelsch, giving it back to Jacobson. Back to Kelsch. Kelsch with some nice moves. Plays it over to Kramer. Kramer over to Huber. Huber looking for Conwisher, and it's taken away by Liseth. Liseth going to try to catch it before it goes out of bounds. She does. Then that one deflects off Heinrich. Liseth fighting for it with Conwisher. Harford there for the Mustangs. They're trying to clear, in a bit of trouble right now. Albright works out one past Huber. Right there, though, is Kelsch for Shanley. Kelsch looking for Jacobson. That one just out of reach. Manson going to try to steer it away. Ends up putting it out of bounds. 16:20 left in this game. Kramer, great effort there for the Deacons. Ball played over to Heinrich. Back to Kramer. Deacons looking much more like the team they were in the first half. Kelsch with it. Physical play there at midfield. Day takes it for Shanley. Works it past Boyer to Conwisher. To Heinrich. Mustangs just trying to get a clear here. Deacons not making it easy. Conwisher and Liseth going at it. Conwisher gives back to Kramer. Kramer gets tied up. Looked like the Mustangs were going to get a clear. Kelsch, though, was right there in position. Conwisher takes it for the Deacons. Sends it down towards the Mustang net. Jacobson with a great play. Harford with the save. Good play from Jacobson. Better save from Harford. Deacons, though, doing exactly what they need to be doing right now. 15 minutes left. Conwisher sends out one to Huber. She heads it up. Huber and Kramer fight for it. Huber heads it. Jacobson in position. Just played away. Great defense by the Mustangs. Finally, looking for a clear. Cheyenne. Ball played up to Daniels. Now the Mustangs with an opportunity. Daniels to Allard. Back to Daniels. Watch out. Hansen right there. Day with the play. It was Hansen and Day combining for fantastic D there. Jacobson with it. Dakara takes it away. Now over to Heinrich. Heinrich sends that one, though, out of bounds. Manson throws it in. Allard and Jacobson going at it. Heinrich sends it down and out of bounds. Manson looking for someone to throw it to. Looking for Allard. Jacobson knocks it away and then sends it downfield. Good play from Jacobson. Watch out. You got Huber streaking in. Huber with a great play. Too many Mustang defenders there, though. Ball goes out of bounds off of Cheyenne. Some substitutions now. You know, if you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcast, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions. If you're interested in donating, please contact Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support of Shanley TV. Getting back to the action now. Deacons have an opportunity here in the Mustang zone. Ball slips past Bath, however. Boyer there to take it. Boyer driving up through midfield. Ball goes off Heinrich to Hansen. Now to Bath. Bath sends that one down the far side to Conwisher. Conwisher up to Huber. Huber trying to work it past Harford. Huber putting it on net. Harford in goal makes the save.
It's just a cannon by Huber.
Jeez, that was a tough one to make the save on, but Nicole Harford is all over it. You know, it was Abby Harford on defense making some nice plays there, and then it was Nicole Harford in net making the save.
Here comes the corner kick taken by Brooklyn Dew.
Huge opportunity. Ball sent towards the net. Watch out. That one just slips by a few Deacon forwards.
That was a beautiful kick by Brooklyn Dew.
Deacons wishing they could have that one back. Meanwhile, good play to keep it in by Weber. DeCara, great play to get it by, but she was tripped up. Now Kramer comes flying in. Looking to recover now. Kula back in after going down for a while earlier. Good to see her in. Manson. Now over to Albright. You know what? That was not Kula. That was Carlson. My mistake. We do hope Kula's all right, however. That ball bounces up into the air going off the ref.
It doesn't look like he was too happy about that one.
Now Boyer with an opportunity, looking to get that one to her teammate. Weber with it. Weber goes down, as does Hansen. We'll wait to see the call. Miguel, you're going to have to educate me here. What's going on down there?
Looks like some tripping and some shoving right outside the goalie box. And good thing for the Deacons it wasn't inside, or else they would have a PK on their hands.
Ooh. Well, nonetheless, still a good opportunity here for Cheyenne. It's going to be Yasmina DeCara here with the kick. 10 minutes, 35 seconds left in this one. Things heating up at just the right time. It's a fantastic game to be watching. All right, here we go. DeCara with the kick. Splits the uprights too high. Well, Yasmina DeCara doing her best Jake Reinhold's impression out there. Unfortunately, not what they needed.
Easy, Jed.
Hansen sending that one upfield. Scrumming for the ball now. Who's going to come away with it? Ball rolls out of bounds. Goes off the Mustangs. Heinrich throws it in. Kramer there. Good takeaway, though, by Boyer. That ball sent out of bounds and into the stands by Kelsch. Thrown in now by Manson. DeCara fought with Jacobson for it. Olean gets it over to Carlson. Carlson looking for Rindahl. Conwisher there. Are the Deacons going to get a clear? Fight for the ball in midfield. Things get played back now to the Mustang defense. Olean with it. Trying to thread the needle up to DeCara. She cannot. Kramer lets that one go a little earlier than she wanted. Kelsch trying to get it over to Conwisher. No good. Taken away. Ball sent downfield. Going to be picked up by Miranda off the Rindahl kick. Miranda boots it down. Going to go out of bounds, though. Mustangs will throw it in. Throw in here for Cheyenne. Goes past Rindahl, off day, and out of bounds. 8 minutes left now. Rindahl throws it into Olean. Off the leg of Olean, though. Physical play to keep it in. DeCara trying to keep it in. Ball sent over by Olean. Weber just catches it. Got to watch out, though, with Jacobson right behind her. Jacobson with a little contact to send DeCara down. DeCara looking for Carlson, tied up with Heinrich. Now Kelsch breaks through the midfield with it, gets it up to Kramer. Kramer over to Dew. Dew trying to get past Albright. Dew looking for Kramer, gonna slide over to Jacobson. Jacobson almost gets it through the legs. Good second effort, though, to keep it in, and it's gonna roll out of bounds finally off of Jacobson. 7 minutes left. Time winding down here for the Mustangs. Boyer with it. Boyer working on Kelsch. Boyer, great job keeping it in. Sending it up to Weber, just out. Heinrich throwing it to Kelsch. Kelsch has to play it back to Hansen with Boyer behind her. Hansen over to Heinrich. Manson flying in. Gets it away from Kramer. No one there, though, for Cheyenne. Jacobson there to take it. Now it's DeCara fighting for it with Kramer. Olean through midfield. Great job getting it up. No one there. Flying in is Rindal. She can't catch up to the pass. Now it's rolling towards the far side. Day has to retrieve. Day gets it past Rindal. Up to Conwisher. Conwisher up to Dew. Deacons trying to break out now. Harford trying to stop Conwisher. She cannot. Ball played downfield. Kicked high up into the air. Huber heads it. Dew with it. Dew with a move. Play blown dead.
Play stopped by Dew. She was offsides there just by a hair.
Oh, tough break for the Deacons. That could have been the goal to ice it. Instead, we got 5:45 remaining, and Cheyenne going to get ready for another run.
The last 5 minutes has just been a back-and-forth game.
It's been fun to watch. Manson sends that one upfield. Such physical play right now. Great pass up towards Weber and just out of bounds. Well, one thing's for sure, Miguel. Both these teams giving it everything they've got right now.
Both of them are for sure going to leave it all on the field tonight.
Heinrich to throw it in. Looking for Jacobson. Goes past her. Manson trying to get it to Olean. Instead, Huber there for the Deacons. Huber looking for Conwisher. Conwisher trying to get that one past Liseth. Ball rolls out of bounds off Liseth. Throw in to Dew. Dew with Harford on her. Dew with a good move to get around. Dew coming in. Dew with the kick, and it's in! The Deacons strike again with 4:35 remaining.
Some fancy footwork by Dew just to get one in the back of the net.
That makes the mountain all that much taller for Cheyenne to climb. That might be the goal to ice it.
Let's see if Cheyenne can get one back in the back of the Deacon net in the next 4 minutes.
Cheyenne, just, heart's got to be breaking here. You know, definitely not impossible to get things tied up again, but just so much harder. You know, they were playing so well, had so many opportunities, and then just like that, the Deacons get a goal. And, you know, that's the thing about Shanley. They can just come out of nowhere, break the ball out of their zone, and get a rush like that. And, you know, who else but Brooklyn Dew? She uses that speed so well to get past defenders, and we saw a great example there.
You're entirely right, Jed.
Heinrich sends that one up. Played to Allard. Allard with a nice move to get past Jacobson. She sends it back to Manson. Manson to Olean. Back to Allard. Allard with two Deacons on her. No choice but to give it back to Manson. Manson to Albright. Albright gets that one upfield. Daniels with it. Daniels trying to get it past Day. That one sent up. Over to DeCara. DeCara trying to get it through. Who else but Sam Day there to break it up? She's been fantastic for the Deacons, not just in this game, but really all season.
She's had some key tackles in the back line there.
Dew with it for Shanley. Got to be careful moving down the far sideline now. Looks like Manuel She gives back to Dew. Dew looking for Huber, broken up by Manson. Huber runs back to it. Now Kramer over to Dew. Dew gets it to Jacobson. Great look for Jacobson. And that one's just wide. The senior, Sarah Jacobson, with a fantastic look at the net. No one in front of her.
It was a nice look by Jacobson, though, going bottom right.
Definitely wanting that one back. Just about put it in. Manson. That one goes just past her, over to Allard. Now Manson with it. Trying to work it past Jacobson, and it goes out of bounds. Be Ashley Hansen to throw it in for the Deacons. That one off the head of Manson. Back to Allbright. Allbright plays it up to Olean. Olean trying to get to Carlson. Won't go. Heinrich gives to Kramer. Kramer has that one knocked away by Allbright. Kelsch pops it up into the air. Under 2 minutes remaining now. Liseth gets it up the far side, off the feet of Day, and out of bounds. Back in for the Mustangs now, Brianna Kula. Great to see her back in. She went down hard a little earlier. The senior, the captain, real good to see her back in for the Mustangs. Kramer plays it up to Dew, back to Kramer. Nice little display of passing there. Kramer going to try to get up to Dew. This time it won't go, and Harford is going to take it. Olean up to Kula. Kula looking for Allard, but Jacobson made a great defensive play there. Jacobson's a fantastic two-way player for these Deacons. Manson over to Allard. Jacobson once again there for the takeaway. This time it's forced out of bounds by the Mustangs. Manson now played up to Olean. Olean has that one knocked away by Heinrich. Huber to Dew. Dew going to give to Manuel on the far side. Manuel sending it in towards Huber. Dangerous play out in front of the net. Jacobson almost blocks that one. Now Allard has it. Only 19 seconds left here.
The Mustangs sure do have some enthusiastic parents.
Yeah, great crowd out here tonight for Cheyenne. Traveling real well. 5 seconds left here. Clock going to wind down. And with that, it's in the books. The Deacons come away with the 2-0 victory in a game much tighter than that box score is going to show. You know, as we said, this Mustang team really, really young. They're 1-1-1 on the season, trying to prove something. They didn't come away with the victory, but boy, they showed that they can really hang with a team like Shanley. And they can more than hang with them, almost come away with the W. Had some great opportunities today.
They really stepped up in the second half and really brought the intensity to the game, which caused the Deacons to work a little bit harder and get that another goal in the back of the net.
Definitely. Got to watch out for the Mustangs. As we said, very young, very strong team. They're going to be a team to watch in the next few years. In the end, it is the Dew and Kramer goals that iced it for Shanley. Coming away with another win, moves them to 3-1 on the season. Another great game here from Sid Sitch. Well, for Miguel Hansen and our entire crew, I'm Jed Thomas. Your final score from Fargo: Shanley Deacons 2, Cheyenne Mustangs 0. To watch the archive version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to ShanleyTV.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.